The first learning point is success and power can mean that you listen more to your own perspective than listening to other perspectives. The classic example is a guy called Steve Sasson. You may have heard of him. He was an engineer at Kodak. He invented the first digital camera in 1975. But the board of Kodak did not want to disrupt their existing business model, which was making a lot of money. The problems of today, the challenges of today, cannot be solved with yesterday's thinking. So you need to upgrade your mindset. And what that means is 10x thinking. An example of 10x thinking would be the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which wants to wipe out malaria in 10 years. Another example would be Elon Musk's goal to put people on the planet within the next 10 years. They're big, audacious goals. That doesn't mean we still need to start small though, experiment. What's interesting about this particular change maker is two things. One, to disrupt your business as usual hat, you need to think in a completely different way. And so what they do at Google X or X is they reward failure. It's really counterintuitive. Rather than just reward success, they've realized that people tend to keep focusing on defending the status quo or allocating energy and time to projects which they know right at the outset aren't working. And they're much closer and know more about the project than you. So what they're trying to do here, which is instructive and we can learn from it, is if you want to accelerate change, you need to create psychological safety. People need to feel comfortable making errors, but not stigmatizing it as an error. That actually failure is not the opposite of success, it's a stepping stone to success. So I think it's a really interesting way. If you want to create a culture of change, not a status quo culture, you need to incentivize risk-taking, experimentation, create a culture of psychological safety where people they feel comfortable to speak up and have learnable lessons from failure. The point here is that when the rate of change, the rate of uncertainty is like this, you can afford to make more mistakes. And in fact, you should, as long as they're fail fast, fail cheap, and move on. What I recommend is that you use a methodology from the military, AAR. So after your change efforts, after action review. What did you intend to achieve? What really happened? And what were the lessons learned? What's my final takeaway? 3-box thinking. You can apply this to yourself and your organization. Box 1 is about optimization, managing the present. And that's where most companies are comfortable. That's where the Sun Microsystems and the Kodaks, the Blackberries, the Nokias, and many other companies are excellent. Doing what they know best, box 1 activity. And you've got to be good at that. That's all about execution culture. As we've seen though with Tim Cook and Apple recently, when you go from a culture of change and innovation to a culture of execution, there's not long before things start to go wrong. So, do box 1 really great, but also focus your change efforts on box 2. Box 2, and this is one of the most difficult boxes. To change, you need to decide what to stop doing. Old habits, old ways of thinking, old behaviours, old assumptions. What are you prepared to kill today? And that's really difficult because most companies aren't prepared to do that. They'll hold on to their success formula far longer than they should until it's too late. And when it's too late, you can't actually catch up again. So box 2, I want you to use box 2 to think about what do we need to stop doing? Processes, procedures, assumptions, operating models, mindsets. Because you can't change unless you're prepared to let go and stop doing things. Something that we often forget with change. What are you prepared to let go and kill? Don't mean literally. Final box is about creating the future. That's the 10x, moonshot thinking. That's about planting seeds today. That's about iterating other business models. So 3-box activity. to help you accelerate your change, manage the present, let go of the past, and also build the future. My final point is, are we ready to change ahead of change?